All of my friends who have kids are in hell. I actually don't know anyone who's like happy and has children.
About being a parent and an artist. This is your pipe date for Sunday, April 13th, 2025. But first, some quick updates. My latest single dropped on Friday. It's called Something in the Way. And I just got my first Nirvana comment. There's a popular Nirvana song with the same title. This is not a Nirvana cover, it's a completely different song. I was not thinking about Nirvana when I wrote it, but maybe it will benefit from some errant searches and people stumble upon it when they were trying to listen to Nirvana. I don't know, it's a solid track, it's doing pretty well, so I'm happy. Today I am recording the last song on my album Crushing Days. After this, I'm going to go do vocals, and I should have a release date next week, probably the end of May. I'm really excited to have this project done. And I've learned so much. I'm sure I will share a bunch of information on what I learned and how I changed from this process. So about being an artist and a parent, I stumbled upon this quote since making my first video on Chapel Roan. She's been in my feed, so I get all the news. But this quote really gives me an opportunity to share some of my own experiences about being a parent and an artist. When I was graduating college, I used to play in a rock band in college. And the guitarist, when we were graduating, he really wanted me to move with him to LA to try and make it big. But I decided to not go. I was $18,000 in student loan debt at that time, and I kind of knew I wasn't going to be a career musician. Because I knew more than being a musician, I wanted to be a dad. And even then, in the early 2000s, I knew if I was lucky, I'd be able to support myself with music. But if I was to be a full-time musician, starting a family was off the table. And being a dad is something that was far more important to me. So I put all of my music on hiatus for over 15 years to build a family and raise my kids, and it's only now that they're teenagers am I able to find the time and have the resources to focus on music. Now, Chapel Roan says that all of her friends that are parents are miserable. It makes me wonder how raising children has become such a challenge. I should say it certainly was much harder than I could have ever imagined. But why is that? I feel like the expectations of parents, particularly in the developed world, have never been higher. I mean, the amount of participation in our kids' lives is unprecedented. I mean, I'm involved in ways I never thought I would have to be. Meanwhile, economic forces have made everything so uncertain about being able to provide for a family and give them a prosperous future. But I think as much as social standards have changed and expectations for what you're required to do as a parent and the livelihood you're supposed to provide for your children, I feel like the core needs of raising a healthy and happy child to adulthood, those core needs really haven't changed. And I feel like there's ways to focus more on basic needs while avoiding the noise and the burnout that comes with it. But in order to do that, as a parent, you need to follow a different path, which may be far more difficult than it sounds. Pipe out.